Hello ladies and gentlemen, in this video we are going to cover the current affairs of 15th and 16th of December. For mobile optimized ebooks, please install GK Today Academy app. Now let's start. Which territory has recently voted to gain independence from Papua New Guinea? Right answer is Bougainville. So recently the Bougainville Island voted to become independent of Papua New Guinea. Approximately 98% of the voters voted to get independence from Papua New Guinea. Now it should be kept in mind this Bougainville Island is the largest island of Solomon Islands archipelago. This is Solomon Sea and this island has the world's largest copper deposits. Now if we talk about Papua New Guinea, capital of Papua New Guinea is Port Moresby, and recently James Marape became the Prime Minister of Papua New Guinea. Which city organized the Symposium on Scope of Science of Ayurveda in Global Health? Right answer is New Delhi. So recently, government organized a symposium on Scope of Science of Ayurveda in Global Health, and it was organized in New Delhi, and it was organized by Ministry of Ayush and Ministry of External Affairs. If we talk about Ministry of External Affairs, present minister is Mr. S. Jaishankar. He is former Foreign Secretary. Present Foreign Secretary is Mr. V.K. Gokhale. If we talk about Ayush Ministry, present minister is Mr. Sripad Yesso Nayak. International Universal Health Coverage Day is observed on which date? Right answer is 12th of December. So International Universal Health Coverage Day is observed on 12th of December and it is promoted by WHO. WHO stands for World Health Organization. Recently established trust INVIT Trust belongs to which Indian authority? So right answer is NHAI, that is National Highways Authority of India. So recently Union Cabinet approved the proposal of Ministry of Road Transport and Highways, and this proposal authorized NHAI to set up INVIT, that is Infrastructure Investment Trust. Now if we talk about NHAI, it is National Highways Authority of India and it is under Ministry of Road Transport and Highways. If we talk about ministry, this ministry is headed by Mr. Nitin Gadkari at present. His constituency is Nagpur. Now, Ministry of Road Transport was also in news as it made FASTags mandatory from 15th of December. Apart from that, recently, the Ministry of Road Transport and Highways launched a pilot project using FASTag for parking purpose at Hyderabad Airport. And after the success of this project at Hyderabad Airport, it will be implemented at Delhi Airport. Now FASTags works on RFID. RFID stands for Radio Frequency Identification. George Lurer, who passed away recently, was the inventor of which service? Right answer is barcode. So Mr. George Lurer helped the development of barcode and he passed away recently. Mr. Lurer has been recognized as co-inventor of UPC, which is also known as barcode. UPC stands for Universal Product Code. Mr. George Lurer was US engineer. Which country has become the 6th largest oil supplier of India? Right answer is USA. So recently, US has surpassed Kuwait to become the India's 6th largest oil supplier. Now, India started to import crude oil from USA to diversify India's import basket beyond OPEC countries. OPEC stands for Organization of Petroleum Exporting Countries. Now, if we talk about OPEC, it was created at Baghdad Conference in 1960 and the founder members were Iran, Iraq, Kuwait, Saudi Arabia and Venezuela. The headquarters of OPEC is in Vienna in Austria, and recently OPEC was in news as the OPEC members decided to reduce their output by 5 lakh barrels per day. Now, this reduction of output will increase the price in global market. OPEC was also in news as Ecuador is going to quit OPEC in 2020. Apart from that, OPEC was also in news as recently OPEC released World Oil Demand Report. And as per that report, India's oil demand will increase very rapidly even after economic slowdown. Which state government decided to set up a virtual police station? we have already covered this question. So Andhra Pradesh recently decided to set up virtual police station in Andhra University. Now, if we talk about Andhra Pradesh, recently Andhra Pradesh became the first state in India to reserve 75% jobs in private sector for local youth. Apart from that, Andhra Pradesh was also in news because of Nadu Nedu program. This is an initiative by Andhra Pradesh government, and the objective of this initiative is to transform government schools into competitive institutions. Peter Handke, who received the Nobel Literature Prize, belongs to which country? Right answer is Austria. So Mr. Handke is from Austria and he was conferred the Nobel Literature Prize. Mr. Handke is from Austria. Now it should be kept in mind that for 2018 and for 2019, the Nobel Prize in Literature were announced this year. And for 2019, it was given to Mr. Peter Handke, and for 2018, it was given to Olga Tokarczuk. Now, if we talk about Austria, the capital of Austria is Vienna, and it is the headquarters of IAEA, that means International Atomic Energy Agency. And recently, IAEA was in news as Mr. Rafael Grossi became the Director General of IAEA. Now, one more thing that you should keep in mind is that the headquarters of OPEC is also in Vienna in Austria. Now coming back to Mr. Rafael Grossi, he is from Argentina, and recently Argentina was in news as Mr. Alberto Fernandez became the president of Argentina. Mr. Rafael Grossi is the successor of Mr. Yukiya Amano. He passed away recently. He was from Japan. Capital of Japan is Tokyo, and it is going to be the host of 2020 Summer Olympic Games. The 37th National Symposium of Heads of Police Training Institutions held in which Indian city? Right answer is New Delhi. So the 37th National Symposium of Heads of Police Training Institutions held in New Delhi in BPR&D headquarters. BPR&D stands for Bureau of Police Research and Development. It is under MHA, that is Ministry of Home Affairs. Now, if we talk about BPR&D, recently BPR&D was also in news as it organized AIPSC, that is All India Police Science Congress, and this Police Science Congress held in Lucknow. Lucknow is in Uttar Pradesh, and recently Uttar Pradesh was in news as India's first Central Police University will be set up in Greater Noida in Uttar Pradesh. Who has been appointed as Secretary West in the Ministry of External Affairs? Right answer is Mr. Vikas Swarup. So recently, senior diplomat Mr. Vikas Swarup was appointed as the Secretary in the West Section in Ministry of External Affairs, and this appointment was approved by Appointments Committee of Cabinet. Now answer in comment box, who is the chairperson of this Appointments Committee of Cabinet? Sunil Chhetri, who has recently been appointed as the brand ambassador of Puma, belongs to which game? Right answer is football. So Mr. Sunil Chhetri is a well-known footballer, and recently he was appointed as the brand ambassador of Puma. He is the most capped Indian player, and he is also the all-time top goal scorer for the Indian team. Now, if we talk about few other brand ambassadors who were in news recently Cult Sport appointed Mr. Jasprit Bumrah as the brand ambassador. Apart from him, recently Mr. Rohit Sharma was appointed as the brand ambassador of La Liga in India. In addition to that, recently Mr. Salman Khan was appointed as the brand ambassador of Pepsi, and recently Mr. Sunil Sethi was appointed as the brand ambassador of NADA, that is National Anti-Doping Agency. In addition to him, recently Ripu Daman Bevli was appointed as the Plogging Ambassador. Who has been known as to inspire the Ice Bucket Challenge? Right answer is Pete Freites. So Pete Freites, who inspired the Ice Bucket Challenge to tackle neurodegenerative disease, passed away recently. Pete Freites was one of the inspiration behind this Ice Bucket Challenge, and Pete Freites was struggling with ALS. It is a neurodegenerative disease. Who has been appointed as the new High Commissioner of India to Republic of Ghana? Right answer is C. Sogand Rajaram. So Mr. C.S. Rajaram has been appointed as India's new High Commissioner to Republic of Ghana. If we talk about Ghana, it is an African country, and recently Google opened first artificial intelligence lab in Ghana. It is the first artificial lab in Africa. Who has become the youngest scorer in Champions League history? Right answer is Ansu Fati. Recently, Barcelona forward Ansu Fati became the youngest scorer in the history of UEFA Championship. Who recently broke West Indian Steve Buckner's record of umpiring in most number of test matches? Right answer is Mr. Aleem Dar. So Mr. Aleem Dar from Pakistan broke the record of Steve Buckner of umpiring in most number of test matches. If we talk about Mr. Aleem Dar, he is from Pakistan, and recently Pakistan was in news as China and Pakistan signed an agreement to build drones to protect CPEC. CPEC stands for China-Pakistan Economic Corridor, and the name of these drones will be Loong 2nd. Pakistan was also in news as recently it was the host of 7th Regional Forum of IUCN, which NGO along with Indian Embassy is going to rebuild 11 heritage sites damaged in Nepal earthquakes of 2015. Right answer is INTASH, that is Indian National Trust for Art and Cultural Heritage. So Indian Embassy and INTASH are going to rebuild 11 heritage sites damaged in Nepal during 2015 earthquakes. If we talk about Nepal, recently Nepal was in news as it issued coins to commemorate the 550th birth anniversary of Guru Nanak Dev Ji. Pakistan also issued coins to commemorate the birth anniversary of Guru Nanak Dev Ji. Capital of Nepal is Kathmandu. Prime Minister of Nepal is Mr. KP Sharma Oli. Answer in comment box how many states of India share border boundary with Nepal. Who was the first woman to set up a national advertising agency? Right answer is Tara Sinha. So Ms. Tara Sinha was the first woman to set up a national advertising agency, and recently she passed away. If we talk about few other women personalities who were in news, recently Ms. G.S. Lakshmi became the first woman match referee to oversee men's one-day international match. Apart from her, recently Ms. Ursula von der Leyen took charge as the president of European Commission, and she is the first woman to become the president of European Commission. Apart from her, recently Rupa Gurunath became the president of Tamil Nadu Cricket Association, and she is the first woman to be the president of Tamil Nadu Cricket Association. On the other hand, recently Sub-Lieutenant Shivangi was in news as she is going to be the first women pilot of Indian Navy. So these were the important questions of today's quiz. Thank you.